That was pretty challenging. Alright, I was asked by someone to learn the guitar solo to the Promised Future Aeons by Dimmu Borgir. I'm not going to say his name just for privacy purposes, but you know who you are. And we're actually in the process of tapping out the whole song together, so that'll be available pretty soon. The very beginning of the solo starts like this. We're going to be on the 15th fret of the first string, and we're going to hammer on and pull off the 19th fret. And so it's going to sound like this. So it's going to be like a minor arpeggio. There's a lot of those in the solo. So it starts with that little thing. And then we're going to go down to the 17th fret and with an up pick. And then down to the 16th fret of the third string with a down pick. And then we're going to slide down to the 12th fret. So then slide back up to the 16th fret without picking. So it's going to sound like this. And then back down to the 12th fret, so the whole thing will sound like this. But obviously a lot faster, so it's not going to sound so weird like that. So far it goes like this. By the way, the fingers that we're using so far is going to be index finger to the pinky, back to the index, and then middle finger to the index, and then slide all around with the index finger. After that, we're going to go to the ring finger on the 14th fret of the 4th string with an up pick. And then the middle finger on the 14th fret of the 5th string, up pick. And then ring finger again on the 15th fret of the 6th string with a down pick. And then we're going to slide down to the 7th fret of the 6th string, and we're going to use our index finger here. Alright, so this is like the second section. I'm kind of going to separate this into different sections. So what we just did, I'll consider the first section. This is the second section. And this is how this part goes. So there's kind of going to be a lot of palm muting going on right now. That kind of sound to it. So we're going to start from the 7th fret, 6th string, we're going to down pick. So, and then on the 9th fret of the 5th string with our ring finger, we'll down pick again. And then after that, we go up to the 7th fret of the 3rd string, and we're going to up pick. So it'll sound like this so far. After that, we go back to the 9th fret of the 5th string. And we're going to do a little hammer-on pull-off thing between the 9th and the 10th fret using our ring finger and our pinky, and still kind of like a palm muting kind of sound. So that'll sound like this. Altogether, that'll sound like this. But we're going to do it really fast, so it's going to sound different when we play it faster. After that, go back to the 7th fret of the 3rd string with your index finger with an up pick. And then 7th fret of the 4th string with a down pick. Kind of like that, but we're going to play it faster, so it'll sound like. And after that, we're going to do a little arpeggio kind of thing where we're starting from the 1st string on the 10th fret with our pinky, and we're going to pull off onto the 7th fret of the 1st string, and we're going to do a little up pick when we do that, so it'll sound like this. And then we're going to go right down, I'm going to skip a string actually, go down to the 7th fret of the 3rd string with our middle finger with an up pick. And then on the 9th fret with our pinky, down pick on the 4th string. So that'll sound like this. And then right after that, go up to the 7th fret of the 3rd string. And then we're going to slide up really fast to the 9th fret of the 3rd string, and we're going to bend it like this. A little vibrato right there. So that's the entire second section of the solo. So altogether, if you play it slowly, it'll sound like this. Alright, so after that, this is the third section, from what I consider the third section. Go up on the 1st string on the 13th fret, and this is going to be another minor arpeggio. There's a lot of those in this solo. And we're going to do the same kind of shape as before in the beginning, but we're going to start from the 13th fret and with our index finger and hammer on and pull off from the 17th fret, so that'll sound like this. Again, like up pick, and then after that go down to the 15th fret of the 2nd string, up pick again, and then 14th fret 3rd string, up pick, and then 15th fret of the 4th string, down pick. So that'll sound like this. And then after that we do another minor arpeggio. We're going to start this time from the 9th fret of the 1st string, and this time hammer on and off to the 13th fret. So, and this time we're going to do the same kind of arpeggio, but we're going to go all the way down to the 5th string this time. It'll be 9, 13, back to 9, and then on the 11th fret of the 2nd string, up pick, and then the 10th fret of the 3rd string, up pick with our index finger, and then middle finger on the 11th fret of the 4th string, and then this time we're going to use our pinky on the 13th fret of the 5th string. But what I do there, I just kind of like rake upwards the entire time, and you can end with a down pick on that last note. That's probably like the way that I guess they would teach you to do it, but since we're just going down, you could just end with another up stroke, so it would just be up the whole way. Again, that's just the way that I've been doing it, but you can choose to do it, end it with a down stroke if you want to. Alright, so the next section is going to sound like this. Alright, so we're going to start from the 9th fret of the 3rd string, index finger, go to the 11th fret, then the 12th fret, and then we're going to do a little hammer-on pull-off thing again there, so it'll sound like this. So it'll sound like this so far. And then we're going to slide down to the 7th fret, so it'll be like this. And then we're going to bend, like a half bend on the 7th fret with a vibrato. So, and then go to the 8th fret, the index finger, and then on the 10th fret with your ring finger, back to the 8th fret, and then the 4th fret, slide down to the 4th fret. So the next section is going to sound like this. This section we're going to start on the 5th string on the 7th fret, index finger, with an upstroke. And again, this is going to be another section where it's going to be kind of like a palm muted sort of sound to it. Not for the entire thing, but you kind of, there'll be like palm muting, and then you kind of let off with the palm muting every now and then. And I'll play it slowly so you have a better idea of what I'm talking about. Kind of like that. So we're doing a lot of palm muting, but we're letting off every now and then. So we're going to start from the 7th fret of the 5th string, and then with the index finger and a up pick, and then we're going to go to the 10th fret of the 5th string with our pinky and with a down pick, and then we're going to go to the 9th fret of the 4th string, down pick, and then to the 7th fret of the 3rd string, so with another down pick, and then the 11th fret of the 3rd string, up pick, and then we're going to pull off back onto the 7th fret, and then we're going to go back down. So we're going to go to the 9th fret of the 4th string with another up pick, back down to the 10th fret with a down pick, and then to the 7th fret, up pick, back to the 10th fret, and then to the 9th fret of the 4th string again, and then back down to the 10th fret. So the whole thing will sound like this so far. Then after that, we're going to slide up to to the 14th fret of the 5th string. And then we're going to do another kind of arpeggio. It's a minor arpeggio. And we're going to go with our pinky, 14th fret, 5th string, down pick. Then to the 12th fret of the 4th string with our middle finger, another down pick. Then the 11th fret with our index finger, 3rd string, down pick. And then the 12th fret, you can do up or down for this one, I guess. So 12th fret, 2nd string. So slide up to the 15th fret of the 2nd string. And then to the 14th fret with your index finger, up pick. And then onto the 19th fret with your pinky, and another kind of pull off thing. So pull off back onto the 14th fret, and then with your middle finger on the 15th fret, 2nd string, and then 14th fret, and then 16th fret on the 3rd string with your ring finger, and then 14th fret of the 2nd string. So far it sounds like. So for this thing, I've watched the live performance, and it looks like Stenu, the guitarist, I think that's how you pronounce his name, I'm not totally sure, but it looks like he bends this up with his index finger. He does a lot of bending with his index finger, and for me, I just prefer to do with my my middle finger or my ring finger, just because there's more support. And so for this particular case, what I'll do is I'll start with my index finger, then I'll kind of sneakily shift my middle finger onto there while still maintaining the note, so it sounds just like this. You can watch closely. It's just a little thing. So it's gonna sound like this. So you're gonna bend up with the middle finger or your index finger, whatever is more comfortable for you. I just prefer to use my middle finger. So. And after that, we're going to do another minor arpeggio, because that's the theme. And so you go to the 9th fret, 1st string, and then hammer on to the 13th fret and pull off. So yeah, 9, 13, 9, and then down to the 11th fret of the 2nd string, back to the 9th fret, 1st string, and then 10th fret, 3rd string. I down pick for this one. And then 11th fret, 2nd string, up pick. And then after that, you go up here to the next section, which sounds something like this. I'll play a little more slowly. Alright, so we're going to go up to the 19th fret on the 1st string, and with our pinky, and kind of pull off onto the 15th fret. So we're going to go down to the 19th fret on the 2nd string with our pinky, then to the 17th fret, 2nd string with our middle finger, and then to the 16th fret with our index finger on the 3rd string. We're going to down pick for that one. So then we're going to go back up to the 17th fret of the 2nd string, then up pick, and then down pick on the 19th fret, up pick on the 15th fret of the 1st string, and then 19th on the 2nd string. We're just like kind of doing alternate picking, and then 17th fret of the 2nd string, 16th fret of the 3rd. So, and then we're going to end on the 17th fret of the 2nd string. So for this part, we're going to start on the 19th fret of the 1st string with our pinky and pull off onto the 14th fret to the index finger, and down to the 15th on the 2nd string, 14th, and then 16th with our ring finger on the 3rd string, that little down pick, again just kind of alternate picking, back to the 14th fret on the 2nd string, 15th, and and then 14th. So far it sounds like. And then we're going to go to the 16th fret on the 3rd string, down pick, and then 14th fret on the 2nd string, and then we're going to do that again. So 16th on the 3rd, 14th on the 2nd. So that whole thing sounds like this. And then both of those things sound like this. Alright, so the very last section is going to be another minor arpeggio. So we're going to do a little hammer-on pull-off from the 11th fret to the 15th, like that. Go down to the 13th fret 2nd string, and then 12th fret 3rd string, and then 13th fret of the 4th string. And then we're going to go right back up. So it's going to go from the 13th fret, and then 12th fret 3rd string, and then 13th fret 2nd string, and then to the 11th fret 1st string, and then back to the 15th fret 1st string, and then pull off again, so to the 11th fret, and then just go back down again. So then the 13th fret 2nd string, 12th fret 3rd string, 13th fret of the 4th string, and then again go back down. So 13th fret 4th string, 12th fret 3rd string, 13th fret 2nd string, and then 11th fret 1st string. And then this time we're going to go to the 16th fret of the 1st string, so. And then pull off back onto the 11th fret. And this time we're going to go to the 12th fret of the 2nd string, and then 11th fret of the 2nd string, 13th fret of the 3rd string, and then 11th fret of the 2nd string. And then we're going to slide up from the 11th to the 12th fret. So, and we're going to do that with our index finger. So this is another one of those occasions where in the video, Astenu looks like he is bending with his index finger, but again, that's just not as comfortable for me, and I think it's just easier to do it with your middle finger because it feels like you have more support. So I do the same thing as I did the other time. I'll just kind of sneakily put my middle finger onto that 12th fret, so it'll go like this, just like that. And then when you do that, you can bend up. And that's the end of the solo. Alright, so I post new guitar related tips and performances every single week, so definitely subscribe if you're interested in that kind of stuff. Alright, I'll see you later. Have a good one.